First glance, these answer choices are not so bad, right? These are mostly words we know. So that might mean that the problem is going to be in the passage itself, right? Trying to understand the logic of the passage. So let's pay especially close attention to how they build this idea. This researcher led a 2020 study showing that individual acts of kindness can something pro-social behavior across a larger group. Okay. Jung and her team found that bystanders who witness a helpful act become more likely to offer help to someone else, and in doing so can inspire still others to act. So this feels to me like they're repeating the same idea. And in general, most of these kind of logic-based passages are one of two things. Either they are repeating themselves or they are contrasting with themselves. So I have no reason to think it's a contrast. So let's look at it again. They're saying that an individual can have an effect on a larger group, can, create pro-social behavior across a larger group. And then when they repeat this, they're kind of saying the same thing, right? They found that a bystander who witnessed a helpful act, right? So one individual was more likely to help others and then inspire others to act, right? So then the one individual has an effect on the whole group. They're saying that same idea in both sentences. The individual has an effect on the group. So the kindness is creating or growing pro-social behavior. Now, A is getting a little too strong, right? Require. It's not saying that people, like when you see someone getting helped, you are required to help someone else. That's not what they're saying here. It happens naturally is what they're saying. It's an organic thing. No one is being forced by any rule to do anything. So require is way too strong here. Remember has nothing to do with anything. There's no past, present, future. This makes no sense. So, they're making it happen in the future, not going back to the past. Foster is a difficult word, probably the most difficult of all of them here. So let's skip it for a second. Discourage. Well, that's the opposite meaning, right? Discourage is negative. We're saying two positive things. An individual has a positive effect on the group. So positive to positive is kind of the point of both of these sentences. A small positive act has a larger positive effect on the group. So discourage would go against that. That's the opposite meaning. Now, foster, even if you don't know the exact definition, hopefully you have a sense that it is a positive word. We think of something like foster care, right? If someone's an orphan, then they are in foster care where someone else is kind of helping and being their parent. That maybe you associate as a good thing, that someone is getting taken care of. But in general, the word foster means exactly what I have here, to grow, to encourage, to create, to build. It means to kind of improve something. So in this case, it's a perfect fit. This individual act can foster more acts of kindness in other people. So it lets it spread. Very good word to know. Definitely, at the very least, try to memorize the connotation. Foster is a positive word, and so if we see it, we should be able to at least kind of narrow it down to that. But it's a good word to become familiar with. It's going to appear in lots of places on your SAT and in life.